I'm getting once again reminded of this truth. This same truth I think I've learned. I have this ego, yeah, I've learned it, I know this already, I know this. I know, but nothing really changes. It is a little bit depressing, but recently I've been going through a rut period, a period of unproductivity, and I have some fresh lessons from that. So, yeah, for the past few days, I would say 2 3 days ago, 4 days ago, there was this period of like 2 3 days in a row where I didn't really do anything productive and stuff. And let me break something insane down. I haven't seen any other YouTuber really talk about this. Some people talk about discipline, some people talk about time management, but in this niche in productivity, I don't see people talk about this. But this is really important. They give you these, do this, do this, do this, but then they never tell you how to do those consistently, how to become the person who can do those things, because the actions you do aligns to the mindset you have. It does, because if you're I've seen this in my own life clearly many times, and a very good example of this is carnivore diet. I am a big component of carnivore diet. It is a very good diet for productivity. That is what I believe. I believe it literally at the deepest of my soul. I've said it so many times. I've visualized eating anything else and how bad I would be. I've self-talked myself like meat is the best thing. It's the most nutritious food. If I just eat meat and like beef tallow butter, if I just eat animal beef fat and beef, then I have the most nutritious meal ever. And then I keep telling myself all these different things, and they're all. By the way, I also believe them. I believe them. They are true, right? I believe that. I believe that at the deepest of my soul. I don't believe vegetables, right? I just tell myself no vegetables, no vegetables. If like 99% of vegetables aren't really natural anyways, and if 99% of vegetables have these defense chemicals and problems, I'm just like, bro, I'm keto. Fuck carbs, fuck sugar, fuck all sugar, because vegetables turn into sugar, by the way, because there are still carbs, there's still some kind of sugar, and fiber. When I eat fiber, because I have something called IBS, which is not weird, because IBS is literally the same as eating the wrong food. It's a very fine definition that I like from these carnivore guys. IBS, you're eating the wrong food, and it's true, because the moment I and my dad stopped eating more fiber, he still eats fiber, but he eats less. He says this every time, yeah, and doctors also says this, by the way. They're like, yeah, when you have fiber you shouldn't eat, or when you have IBS, when you have a bad stomach, you shouldn't eat fiber. Yet most doctors say, oh, fiber is good for stomach. It's counterintuitive. But yeah, I would say for everyone, fiber is not good. It's not normal to shit every day. Actually, it's not normal to go to shit, bro. Releasing poo is not every day. It's not normal. It is not healthy at all. And yet everyone is just like, oh yeah, your gut is gonna explode if you don't eat fiber, bro. When I eat fiber, it explodes because it's stuck there. Fiber doesn't break down by our body. Hell, you need 4 stomachs. You need a ruminant stomach. I've been researching this a lot, but you literally need 4 stomachs to break down fiber. So I'm just like, I need 4 stomachs to even use, and if it's not even bioavailable, I can't even use the nutrition. What the fuck am I eating it? Because, oh, it's healthy, bro, I ain't eating anything that I won't use. It's like eating candy. I won't use it. There's no nutrients at all to be gained from it. I feel like shit. My acne gets worse. I feel worse. I relapse. I feel shame. Everything in my life goes down. So I'm just like, yeah, vegetables, no, wait. I don't eat vegetables. I won't eat a vegetable until I change my mind. I won't eat a vegetable. And so mindset is very powerful. Once you keep telling yourself that, keep deluding yourself, because you will delude yourself anyways. Either you delude yourself, yeah, vegetables are healthy, or you say they're unhealthy. If you say they're unhealthy, you don't eat vegetables again. And I tell myself, nah, vegetables aren't healthy, so I don't eat them, because I don't even like eating them. And if they're not even healthy anyways, then there's zero reason whatsoever to eat them. But I've realized in my rut period, my hard periods, that when I am unproductive, when I am, relapsing, you could say, when I'm not doing what I know I should do, when I'm not in reading that book at that time, I'm not recording that video as I should, I'm not doing the morning routine as I should, I'm not really following the process, the thing I promised myself, right? You feel bad because you're not doing what you said. You feel shameful, you feel bad, you're dying inside. Because if you ain't growing, you're dying. That's how everything works, right? It's all momentum. You break your routine, you break your shit, you decide to, oh yeah, today, you're right. You have this salesman in your head. Yeah, you're right. I can sleep for another hour. I don't need to wake up 3 a.m. as I told myself and promised myself to do. It's fine, 4 a.m. Because if I sleep more, I will get more done, because then I will be healthier, and then I will get better sleep, so I will feel more energetic. Whatever pussy thing. Bro, you have the best salesman in your brain. But the moment I listen to that salesman in my brain, guess what happens? Every single time that happens is when my life gets worse. Every single time you listen to what is also called the monkey mind. The mind that is telling you to not do the thing you should do. It takes over. When you're not really thinking, when you're just going about your own autopilot, that is dominating your mind. And then when you're trying to do something hard, you're like, I'm gonna read, and then another part of your brain says, no, you don't have to, you watch some anime now, you have done so good, watch some anime now. That part of the brain. That part of the brain that sees like some snack and just like, you've been super consistent, you could do this with some anime, and then some anime opening, then you could have extremely fun, like, oh, fucking, no, bro, that doesn't work like that. Because it is a lie, it's literally controlling your body. You're not even in control of the vessel you are. Doesn't that fuck with you? You can't even control the vessel, the machine you use. You have one body, you have one life, and you can't even control it. It's like someone has a controller, and they're that devil, right? That controls you. Oh yeah, you jerk off, now you do the bad habit, and then that is not helping you. It's like you're controlled by a controller, and the only way to get free, cut the wire, destroy the wire of someone controlling you. You should be the playable character, not someone else with a controller, bro. It's like someone else has control of your life, bro. No, you want control. You want to have the control. You want to be controlled, right? And so, every time I'm getting controlled by that monkey state, that bad state, guess what? Yes, that's when my momentum breaks. That's when I lose some of my growth. That's when I feel like shit. And that's when I start being anxious and anxious and anxious and anxious. There is something I'm gonna tell you now that's probably gonna change everything for you. And that is, lack of action creates anxiety. Or rather, lack of productive action creates or causes anxiety. So I order you. When you're anxious, when there is resistance, when it's pain, when it's hard, when it's not easy, when it is difficult, when you have anxiety, when you feel bad, when you're negative, when you're 24/7 thinking about, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. If you're stuck in your head, if you're thinking, but not getting anywhere, then I order you, next time that happens, do a task that suppresses your anxiety. And I mean for real, not temporarily relieved, because it doesn't work, bro. You think that people say, you're drinking alcohol, you're suppressing your emotions. Guess what? You aren't. You know why? Because they come flooding even though you're drinking. They like to say, oh, but disappear. Bro, when I'm eating carbs, when I'm eating sugar, which I shouldn't eat, when I'm bulking, literally, I'm telling myself, I'm bulking, bro, I need to eat more, and then I eat shit food. Like, what a fucking pussy I am, right? And then I have a pasta, I have rice, which I shouldn't even eat. I shouldn't even eat the vegetable. I shouldn't eat any corn. I shouldn't eat any fiber. Nothing at all. No carbohydrates. Nothing that isn't meat and fat. And fat from meat, not vegetable fat. Every time. I can't even focus, bro. You will be surprised by this. Or you have probably realized this yourself already. But you don't even enjoy the thing. You're there watching a movie. And guess what? When I was watching, anime for 3 days for the last days, right? And guess what happened when I was watching in the middle of the episode? It was getting heated and, oh yeah, it's a good romance and it's good this, it's good this. But guess what? I couldn't even enjoy it. And why? Because I was every 1 minute changing tabs. I was every 1 minute searching about, oh, is there a good show? Is there a good show? I couldn't watch one show. I needed to find 10 shows that are super good before I could keep watching. And then it's like I have this weird tics. I don't know what it's called, but it's like it ticks when you watch. You click on the quality button, 1080p, 720p. It's like you can't even put full screen and watch. You need to constantly click on something on the screen. You need to pause the video just because. And then you need to exit full screen, enter, and then change tabs, and then go on, I don't know, like Mal page, like some other page, and write down the next anime I'm gonna watch next. That's me, right? Or you do that with video games. You're like, middle of a video game, you pause it, and then you alt tab, and then you go on Steam. Oh, what is another game I can play? Because this game isn't even that fun. And then the saddest part that most people who play video games and movies are. They're for hours sometimes scrolling, oh, what show should I watch? Or what video game should I watch? And even if they find something, they're like, this wasn't even that good. And then they keep looking. And then the answer is, oh yeah, another season. Oh, it's gonna take half a year, it's gonna take a year before you get another season. Oh, wow, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do this for 1 year, look for a show that I could actually watch. So I'm not even gonna watch, I'm just gonna waste time. And when I find something, I'm gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna... It is honestly so stupid, it is. It is so stupid. But this will change everything for you, because when there is resistance, when it's hard, when I come home from school, I try to constantly remind myself, yeah, I feel like shit. I am tired as fuck, and I'm not feeling like this. It's hard. I wanna watch anime. Then at those times, then I'm like, yeah, the reason why I'm feeling like this is because I've spent the last 10 hours not doing anything productively because I've been in school. Being in school drains my soul. I feel like shit. It's like my mental health is halving just getting into that environment. Second, I have gone to the gym after even after school, I was already tired. I am overtired. And I haven't been doing any of the reading, the recording videos, or scripting videos, or writing short stories for like more than 10 hours. So I haven't really done anything that I really care about that moved me closer to my goals. Bodybuilding is one thing I'm trying to improve in. I am actually pretty excited about it. But my absolute main focus, like the one thing that would change the trajectory of my life, would be this YouTube, getting better at productivity, grinding more, and then getting success in YouTube as well, right? Of course. That's it. You need to realize once again that this unproductivity, these moments you're not doing those things, when you're not taking productive action, you're anxious. The moment you procrastinate once, you do it twice. Momentum, right? And then eventually when you think of, oh yeah, I will do it now, you're like, oh, now I'm gonna do it finally. When you're eventually, if ever, taking action, then you're just like, what? I went to the gym and I procrastinated doing this for weeks. or you're like, this video took like 10 minutes and I had no thoughts in my mind. This was easy. Why did it take me like a week to make a video? It was so easy. It took 10 minutes, bro. 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes and I was present the whole time. And it took me a week to do that. It's like the schoolwork. There's like, you have a little bit of test. You're there, I need to study to this. And then you sit 2-3 hours without any thoughts. Sometimes you can focus really good. And then you're just like, what? I literally just needed to spend 2 to 3 hours focus studying. Literally spend one evening, which I usually just waste time on YouTube to study, and now I can get like a B instead of D grade or an E grade. It was that easy. One evening and I got three better grades. I went from like D to B or like E to B, and like, right? You realize these things, you're like, huh? And then every time you get caught yourself in, it's pleasurable to watch porn. It's pleasurable to watch a bunch of YouTube. It's pleasurable to watch a bunch of anime and an opening, it's really good, and then you feel like shit. And then you aren't even enjoying the thing that is supposed to be pleasurable. And you feel bad and you ain't enjoying the thing. But then, when you're doing something shitty, something hard, cold shower, recording a video, writing a short story, you feel fulfilled afterwards. Because, I'll tell you something. I recently looked on my computer, some files I had, right? And a short story I wrote, I think it was September, so a couple of months ago. And I was proud. When I read that, I listened to the audiobook version. I made an own audiobook of it. It was like 30 minutes long. And I was proud as hell by making that. Not been that proud in a very long time. I was really proud. And I looked back actually yesterday at my video, and I was really proud as well, because my video quality has really improved. The camera, it looks so much better, much higher quality, 4K, good bitrate, everything. I've been autistic with these settings. The only thing I'm still struggling with is the lighting. It looks pretty bad, the lighting, but it is good enough, right? Audio quality. I listened to a video and it was so much better than before. Speaking skills, so much better. I go on less side tangents. Right? I don't speak as fucking quickly anymore. I've made progress. And that I am grateful for. But I am not grateful for the moments I listen to my monkey mind. I'm not grateful for every single time someone has a controller and uses me. That is insanity. So this concept should be duh. But every single day you're not learning. You're not going against this. You're just like, oh, but pleasurable is pleasure. Pleasurable is pleasure. But if now, I hope you could realize this, that it is the productivity that is the pleasure. It is productivity that is the fun. It is always, every single hero, every single show. If the guy did something, if literally the main character was watching movies every day, then it wouldn't be fun. But if the main character would be playing literally some sport, and then he would do a lot of, dedication, he put a lot of time into it, effort, everything, right? And then he wins a tournament. If you win a tournament, if you win on YouTube, if you get 10,000 subscribers after a failed 4 YouTube channels, the pleasure you'll receive from that is 1,000,000 times more than any instant gratification could ever do. There was someone who said this once. There is no point in achieving anything if it isn't hard. It's like the hardness of achieving it, that's what's pleasurable, that's what's fulfilling. So if it were easy to get 10k a month, then it wouldn't feel good. But if it's difficult and you'll be struggling for years and you've been trying and you've been grinding and finally you do it, finally you get to the tournament in the show, the tournament in the sport, or you get to the crazy level, you get success on YouTube, I don't know, you get your first sale. Your first sale is insane, right? You've really tried, really worked hard, like years of self-development. That is where the fulfillment and pleasure comes from. Not, oh, be a little monkey for some seconds. It isn't. I hope this helped you, because this is not talked about in many places at all. Because those, even if they would tell you this, they would tell you, number one, be disciplined, number two, use this system, this is how you save time, this is how you... I tell you exactly what to do at the times that you are anxious and feel like shit, when you're negative. And this works really well in the morning and in the evening. The morning I feel like shit, I'm negative as fuck, I do my morning routine and I'm here. I literally, by the way, I was going out in the hallway, I nearly ran, I nearly fell out on my ass. I lost balance, because I got 1.5 hours of sleep. I'm recording this video even though I got 1.5 hours of sleep. And you guess what? I could have made 2 decisions today. I could have gone 3 a.m. and, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch anime for 3 hours before school, because I actually need to get to school in like 1 hour. So as of recording this, it's 05:38, so 5:30, and I need to go in like 30 minutes. So I could have spent a lot of hours doing shit, right? So-called pleasurable things that it isn't pleasurable at all. Or I could do this, and then when I'm on the bus, I'm like, oh shit, I've completed my habit tracker already. Oh shit, I guess I'll just read. I guess I'll just like... You will feel amazing. You will... Imagine entering school. You're that guy who fabs 3 times before going into the class room, and the other guy, he has done more than everyone else. Imagine that guy. He has literally done a week's worth of content. He did like 7 videos. He did like 1 super good video. He did his whole morning routine. He read like so many chapters of his books. Imagine him walking in. He's just like... He's walking in, he's confident, he is feeling good, he is happy, he is... It's insane, bro. It's insane how much this can change your life forever. Because even one day, bro, even one day of this, I feel the difference right away. Even one day, like right now, you know, I said I was relapsing and I was in a rut, my dopamine's all fucked. But even then, even one day of doing this crazy routine, waking up 3 a.m., cold shower, meditating, drinking water with salt when I wake up, even one day made me feel absolutely insane in comparison. My mind's still, bro. You don't understand the pleasure I'm feeling as I'm recording this. When my mind is still, that is peak human experience. I'm in a flow state. And I hope the same for you. I hope that you could eliminate that fucking anxiety. That damn anxiety. Plaguing your mind all day. I'm gonna do this. What should I do? How can I blow up faster? How? Become who? Become the one who. By developing your mindset. By doing hard shit when you don't feel like it. Literally doing a whole morning routine. Getting a new process. Like have a process. Wake up, follow a process that is hard as fuck. Because it develops your mindset. And then the habits, right? And then nutrition and training. Also, I do a bunch of habits, because habits by themselves, just doing the habits will help, but also doing none of the bad will also help. Oh, I went on a side tangent there. That was bad. But this is insane. This will probably change your mindset forever, because these mindset shifts, they are important. And they are actionable. I've actually laid out the actionable. So go rewatch this video if you need the actionable again. But yeah, that's all. I don't want to waste more of your time. I'm not going to waste more of my words. Because it is time, bro. It is time to take action. Because when you apply the knowledge, the quality information, that's when life really changes. It's not enough to just have the best information. It's not enough to have shit information and doing. You need good information and you need good doing. So that's the next step for you. Do that video now. You don't feel like doing it, but I promise you, after you have done that video, it takes 10 minutes, it takes 50 minutes. You're watching this, let's say it's 7 a.m., you're in bed, you're like, I don't feel like. Record one video, do script for 5-10 minutes. Just that cold shower, even though it's evening, it's late at the night, whatever. Just that cold shower will refresh your mind. And you will realize that, every time I take a long walk, I come back home and I'm like, oh yeah, I feel really good. You know this. It is the productive things, the things that is, like health, intuitively healthy, like walking, eating right, and all those things. So get to action and actually get some results, because I am actually optimizing for that, like unlike most YouTubers.